Tonight, the international divide over the invasion of Ukraine, debate and disunity at a meeting of the G20.
Russia and China.
The lack of consensus among key players as Russian rockets hit cities in the east and south. Incredible acts of Canadian kindness.
It's never risk zero, that's for sure.
When risk and reward go hand in hand. Plus, rare storms in California, not your typical forecast.
Legit snow, like no joke.
Heavy snow, torrential rains, and strong winds not seen in decades.
CTV National News with Sandy Ronaldo.
Good evening. No rest or reprieve in the fighting as Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine enters its second year. Kyiv is reporting dozens of new Russian strikes on cities in the east and south. In the north, Ukrainian soldiers fought back, firing old Soviet-era rockets at Russian positions in Kharkiv. But as CTV's Kevin Gallagher reports, the conflict in Eastern Europe is revealing deep global divisions between nations on full view at a key G20 meeting.
In India, finance ministers from the 20 largest economies failed to agree on how to describe the conflict in Ukraine, with Russia and China refusing to call it a war.
It was all agreed by all countries except for these two.
Over the past year, Beijing has claimed it wants to remain neutral, though recent reports that China might send weapons to Russia prompted stern warnings from the White House.
There would certainly be ramifications should they move in that direction, but I want to stress that we just haven't seen any indication that they've made that kind of a decision.
China is also promising to play peace broker, recommending a 12-step process to end the conflict. While Western leaders like German Chancellor Olaf Scholz says this is a positive step.
Es gibt Dinge, die bemerkenswert richtig sind.
He criticized China for not insisting on the withdrawal of Russian troops, a condition Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says is non-negotiable. In a video addressed to German leaders, Zelensky says victory over Russia is possible this year, but Ukraine needs continued military support from NATO allies. Something peace protesters in Berlin want stopped, in hopes it will bring Russia to the table. Though demonstrators in Paris urged leaders to increase weapons to Ukraine's armed resistance.
We need to continue doing whatever is necessary to help Ukraine fight and win this war. They are fighting for their democracy, but they're also fighting for our democracy.
As this brutal war of attrition continues, Canada is under pressure to send even more weapons to Ukraine, Sandy, after committing more than $1 billion so far.
All right, thank you, Kevin, in Ottawa. Since Russia invaded Ukraine a year ago, Canada has sent tanks, armored recovery vehicles, and thousands of rounds of ammunition. But ordinary Canadians have also been responding to calls for help. CTV's Adrian Gobriel today met 3 unique individuals who, in their own way, are making a difference through simple acts of humanity.
A remarkable trio of Canadians, each from a different province, spurred into action by their undeniable compassion.
That's the best feeling.
Tonko Inat arrived in Ukraine 11 months ago, selling his truck and leaving behind his life as a handyman in Richmond Hill, Ontario.
You're seeing the buildings blowing up and the lineups of people getting out of the country, and I felt I had to get over here and help out in any way I could.
From serving food with the World Central Kitchen to his work delivering aid with multiple NGOs, the 58-year-old has temporarily devoted his life to helping the people of Ukraine.
Started off just helping people carry their bags across the border, converting schools into shelters. So we spent about 3 months doing that. We got 4 built.
At a dark train yard on the outskirts of Lviv, we find Dr. Genevieve Gosselin, far from her home in Quebec, and heading to eastern Ukraine to shuttle injured civilians desperate to flee the front lines.
When there are medical needs, then we actually go. And obviously, it's never risk zero, that's for sure.
More than 90 of these coal-fired train trips have been completed. And with the help of Gosselin, Doctors Without Borders has transported more than 2,500 patients, both civilian and military, to larger, safer hospitals.
It's challenging because we see a lot of also young people that are wounded.
It's unbelievable to see an entire school that's been completely destroyed.
More than 2,600 schools have been damaged by missiles and shelling since the Russian invasion began in Ukraine. Winnipeg's Patricia Marushuk is taking on the country's education emergency.
There are schools that have been completely destroyed. Then there are schools that have been, near an explosion. All the windows are blown out. So we've been helping in situations like that, replacing windows, replacing doors.
As director of Finn Church Aid, Marushuk is making a personal sacrifice in order to help.
I'm here in Ukraine on my own working, but my husband and children are still in Winnipeg.
Do you miss them? Of course, yeah. I talk to them all the time. They're a phone call away.
Some people might say what you're doing here is remarkable. What would you say to that?
It's not remarkable. The people here are remarkable, and whatever I could do to help is the least I could do.
Modest and here with purpose, each for an extended stay, from 2 months to 2 years to indefinitely. Sandy?
Adrian, thank you. A show of unity across Canada again today in support of Ukraine. A group of refugees in North Bay, Ontario sang a traditional song from Ukraine's first war of independence in 1918. In Winnipeg, a march from one Ukrainian cathedral to another, ending with an interfaith prayer service to remember lives lost, and a cafe fundraiser in Calgary.
We live in a democratic society and that they're fighting to keep, and their humanitarian aid is going to be key.
The money raised will go towards medical supplies. Well, residents in southern BC are preparing for some frightful weather as they watch California paralyzed by a rare and historic system. This satellite image shows the storm complete with hurricane-force winds, torrential rain and snow as it swirled over the entire state. It created awful conditions in a region unaccustomed to it. Here's CTV's Melanie Nagy on the mess left behind and what's still to come.
From the hills of Los Angeles.
It snowed in Hollywood and I made a snowball.
To the streets of San Diego.
You got the beach at 30 minutes, you got the snow in 30 minutes.
A winter storm this week brought rare snow to Southern California.
Legit snow. Like, no joke. Not just a little dusting.
Unusual, but also nasty. Many mountainous roads turned dangerous, and today drivers north of LA were forced to turn around after a major highway was shut.
It's pretty treacherous conditions up north. There's a lot of snow, a lot of ice.
Conditions not only impacting roadways, but toppling power lines, leaving tens of thousands without electricity. The storm, which has been described as slow-moving, first hit Oregon on Tuesday, causing traffic chaos in Portland. From there, it moved to Northern California, where yesterday San Francisco recorded its coldest day in more than 100 years. Along with frigid temperatures and snow, the brutal weather also delivered strong winds and pouring rain in some places. Flash flooding in Ventura County overnight had emergency crews rescuing motorists. In this dramatic video, a stranded driver is hoisted to safety. Near the Hollywood Burbank Airport, even more floodwaters submerge vehicles. The severe storm also...
We got delayed due to weather.
Temporarily grounded flights at LA's International Airport last night.
We circled LAX, we went to Phoenix, then we came back from Phoenix back to LAX, and we've been here ever since.
While the U.S. West Coast is lashed by storms, people here in BC are bracing for wicked weather. Large parts of the province are under snowfall warnings, with up to 25 centimeters expected in Metro Vancouver by tomorrow. Melanie Nagy, CTV News, Vancouver.
BC Hydro is investigating an explosion and fire last night along Vancouver's waterfront. Officials believe it happened in a below-ground electrical vault. This is what it looked like as flames shot out of a hole in the sidewalk. The blast was strong enough to blow out windows and displace concrete. 2 people were injured. Chaotic scenes in parts of Nigeria today with confusion and gunfire as the African nation's 93 million eligible voters try to pick a new president.
48, 49, 50.
Ballots are being counted even as residents line up to vote. Large crowds and long delays led to increased tension on an election day marred by violence. In the city of Lagos, panicked voters scrambled when armed men pulled up to the polling station, fired shots into the air, and snatched the ballot box.
They want to make sure they suppress others from voting. This is unfair. This is madness. This is not civilization.
Final election results are expected to take about 5 days. Well, a controversial elected U.S. official, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is stirring up another political storm. The far-right conspiracy theorist and congresswoman from Georgia is calling for the divided states of America along red and blue lines, a division once settled by the Civil War more than 160 years ago. Her proposition has earned plenty of criticism across party lines, with a few notable exceptions. CTV's Richard Madden reports.
Nearly 2 centuries since America's Civil War, a Republican lawmaker wants to dissolve the Union again.
And our ideas, our policies, our ways of life have become so far apart that it's just coming to that point.
Far-right Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene proposed a national divorce on President's Day, no less, that would separate America in 2, red states that vote Republican and blue states that elect Democrats.
The last thing I ever want to see in America is a civil war. No one wants that. At least everyone I know would never want that. But it's going that direction.
Conservative outlets amplified her pitch, which also includes penalizing Democrats who move to Republican-led districts.
Well, once they move to a red state, guess what? Maybe you don't get to vote for 5 years.
For the record, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional for any state to secede after the Civil War, making her so-called plan impossible to implement.
You know, I think Abraham Lincoln dealt with that kind of insanity. We're not going to divide the country. It's united we stand, divided we fall.
Greene is known for embracing conspiracies like QAnon, questioning 9/11, and heckling the president.
Well, I'm glad to see you.
But she's quickly gone from pariah to far-right influencer and a key ally of the powerful new Republican House Speaker. Kevin McCarthy has stayed quiet on her latest outburst, but other conservatives aren't holding back.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is nuts. She's unfit. And her presence in Washington is a sign of our national decay.
In a statement, the White House calls Greene's idea sick, divisive, and alarming. But Democrats are also fundraising off it, urging donors to send a message against her with their wallets. Richard Madden, CTV News, Washington.
A message from officials in Turkey who have now launched multiple criminal investigations into corrupt business practices and shoddy construction after devastating earthquakes caused building after building to crumble. More than 180 contractors and building owners have been arrested after hundreds of thousands of structures fell to pieces, leaving almost 2 million people homeless. In Toronto, a somber vigil outside City Hall to show support for those who've lost everything.
I'm here because I share the Turkish people's pain.
More than 50,000 people have died since the February 6th quakes, the majority in Turkey. Coming up, late to help after the death of a cancer patient.
A home care worker actually showed up at my door. That felt like a slap in the face.
Navigating grief while pushing for change. Plus, a rescue ship arrives at the International Space Station. We learned tonight that legendary Canadian actor Gordon Pinsent has died.
Talking about inheriting my family business as Tsar of Russia. Come on, Red. You met my mother.
Known for his roles in The Red Green Show, Due South, and The Rowdy Men, Pinsent's family said in a statement the Newfoundland native died peacefully in his sleep with his family by his side. Gordon Pinsent was 92. Well, a Manitoba man is taking on Winnipeg's regional home care program, stunned over how his wife was deprived of care in the final days of her life. Catherine Ellis had pancreatic cancer and wanted to die at home, but no one came to help her until it was too late. CTV's Manitoba Bureau Chief Jill Makashan reports.
Since November, Catherine Ellis had been living with pancreatic cancer and fading. In early January, she decided to die at home, living her last weeks with her husband, Eric DeShepper. That's when this private struggle went public.
This is basically a hospital ward. and I'm, at the same time, I'm her caregiver, I'm her nurse, I'm her dietitian, I'm her cook.
Waiting more than a month for care to arrive, DeShepper voiced his anger over the healthcare system. Despite being assured of palliative help, the couple saw only a doctor and nurse, but never received the home care or respite they were promised, until after Catherine died, Saturday.
But then on Tuesday, at 10 o'clock, a home care worker actually showed up at my door. That felt like a slap in the face.
This after DeShepper had notified the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority twice that his wife had passed away. After the home care worker left, a delivery truck arrived with supplies for Catherine.
So again, there seems to be a lack of communication between the different departments. Now, right there already, that indicates there's a very dysfunctional system there, if there's a lack of communication.
Last week, the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority admitted its home care program is short-staffed. Now another statement promising a full review of this case. The WRHA home care program provides an incredibly valuable service to our community with care delivered by committed and compassionate professionals. This situation, nevertheless, highlights that we need and must do better. DeShepper plans to hold the health authority to account, and he's filed a complaint with the provincial ombudsman in hopes of helping other families trying to make their loved ones' last days comfortable. Jill Macashon, CTV News, Winnipeg.
And health news from south of the border. The Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, has approved the first at-home over-the-counter test that can detect both COVID and the flu. Along with COVID-19, the test, which involves a nasal swab, detects influenza A and B and can be used on children as young as 2, with results in about 30 minutes.
If they see that this has potential, perhaps we'll see either this product or similar products rolled out in Canada.
The test will need to be independently evaluated first by Health Canada. Still ahead, new images from a space telescope, connecting the dots in an interstellar search. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station welcomed a rescue ship today, a second Soyuz spacecraft sent up after damage to the first by a meteoroid. The two are parked in docking ports. The second ship was launched from Kazakhstan Thursday night and arrived today. 2 cosmonauts and a NASA astronaut were supposed to come home on the first Soyuz in March, but now the mission has been extended until September. Also, 4 more space travelers, 2 Americans, a Russian, and an astronaut from the UAE, will be taking off on this Falcon 9 rocket on Monday to join them. Some remarkable images from the James Webb Space Telescope this week. Astronomers excited about the sightings of massive galaxies along with some tiny young baby formations. The discoveries are now challenging our cosmic understanding of the dawn of the universe. SCTV's Krisa Nashkate reports.
New pictures from the James Webb Space Telescope reveals what could be 6 young galaxies, so far away that they, for now, only appear as tiny reddish dots.
It was kind of shocking because some of these galaxies were 13 billion light years away, and they had 100 billion solar mass stars.
Some astronomers are already drawing their own conclusions that the bright red lights indicate that these would-be galaxies are in their infant stage, just 600 million years young after their own Big Bang and much smaller and compact than our Milky Way.
This galaxy is 30 times smaller. So all those stars are jam-packed in a tiny area of space.
The discovery was made after astronomers were comparing images from the Hubble telescope with that of the new $20 billion James Webb telescope, launched more than a year ago.
James Webb begins a voyage back to the birth of the universe.
The images captured using infrared technology better equipped to handle cold space.
Are we actually looking at large galaxies or something else?
This retired York University astronomer is calling for patience, but to also buckle up. For upcoming space discoveries over the next 2 decades, the Webb telescope is active.
Wait for more data as we proceed down this pathway. For galaxy evolution, for planetary evolution, for stellar evolution, for a whole vast range of observations that James Webb is making.
While these pictures await confirmation, excitement is growing on what James Webb will find next in the deep, dark, and beautiful depths of space. Chris Nachkate, CTV News, Halifax.
After the break, an out of the blue drop-in.
I feel just really special that he chose my chimney to fall down.
A winged house crasher channels an artist's creativity. We leave you tonight with a story of a feathered intruder. The barred owl surprise landing inspired an artist to rediscover a passion for painting. Here's CTV's Adam Sawatsky.
I took my shoes off and...
When Beth Doman arrived home that night, she was greeted by a peculiar sound.
Like, just a little bit of soot coming down here.
She wondered if it was a rodent and approached the fireplace to investigate.
And then all of a sudden, this explosion of feathers.
Beth thought it was a hawk at first, before the bird flew over the grate and into her living room.
And sat on my couch and stared at me.
It was an owl that by the time Beth could grab her camera, had flown to her front entrance.
You don't expect an owl to come down your chimney, so I was just a bit in shock for a minute.
Which was followed by worry for the bird's well-being.
It's okay. I'll let you outside. Oh my God. It's okay. It's okay, sweetie. Here we go.
Beth says the owl spent another 20 minutes inside her home.
And I named him Barry. Barry the barred owl.
Before Barry bolted, seemingly unscathed, beyond Beth's front door and back to the wild.
All my friends were asking me if I got my Hogwarts letter.
In lieu of receiving a handwritten letter inviting her to enroll in Harry Potter's School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Beth decided to express her thoughts and feelings about Barry by putting paint to paper.
Owls have a lot of meaning in different cultures. Sometimes they can be harbingers of doom. Other times they're a blessing.
And perhaps because she'd been painting watercolors of birds for years, Beth says Barry's visit very much felt like a blessing.
I feel just really special that he chose my chimney to fall down and that I got to have such a close experience with a wild animal.
Beth also got to paint how this story ends, with Barry happily on a branch, having delivered not post to Potter, but magical inspiration nonetheless. Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Victoria.
That's our newscast for this Saturday. Thank you for sharing your time with us. I'm Sandy Ronaldo. Good night. Until tomorrow, see you then.